Hello, my friends. Thank you for joining me in the bower. I was sitting and pondering in the garden, and something came through to me that I thought was notable. And what that was that there seems to be a notion of shame involved in love and involved in expressing love. And there's a lot of shame surrounding asking for love, even from those who we know love us and who would love to show us love. It's very difficult for some of us to feel comfortable asking for the love that we need. And I think a big part of that has to do with shame, because we're afraid that we don't deserve that. That's been my experience anyway, that I'm afraid that it's audacious of me to ask for love when I don't know if I deserve it. How do I know that I deserve it? Well, something I've come to recognize about love is that it's not predicated on deserving or not deserving. It exists or it doesn't. And if it exists and you want to feel that, it's okay to ask for it. You know, as long as you are in a safe relationship. But some of us are not in safe relationships. I know there's many of you out there that are in unsafe relationships, and asking for love can mean receiving a punishment. And so that can train us to believe that no, in fact, we are not deserving, that love is a transactional sort of energy, and that you have to give up something in order to deserve it. You have to sacrifice yourself in some way. You have to become what someone else expects or what the world expects, and that can be really hard to navigate, and it can be really painful to navigate. And I know because I've been there. But I think, I'd like to go back to this concept of shame, really, which is, I was thinking about, when we're kids, when you're younger and you have a crush on somebody. Oh boy, everybody's like, oh my God, so and so and so and so sitting in a tree, and it's this big ordeal, and it's embarrassing to let somebody know that you care about them, because what if they don't feel the same way? What if they don't also feel caring towards you in that way? But we could all be caring towards one another. We could all choose to exist in a space where being wrong about something doesn't have to be shameful, or where needing help doesn't have to be shameful, or where wanting to feel love doesn't have to feel shameful, because it isn't. The sickness there is in society, and no one should feel shame for feeling love or wanting to feel love. Those two things shouldn't be all wrapped up together. It's really a shame that they are. Like a friend of mine, my best friend, she was embarrassed because she needed to ask her friends again for prayers, as if we minded, as if it's a chore to pray for someone we care about, as if it's a chore to extend that small kindness. It shouldn't be a chore to extend kindness. If kindness feels like a chore, then you're doing it wrong. I think I'd like to invite us to gather in a new space where love is not shameful, where our need for connection and our need to feel seen and our need to feel important, those are not shameful things, because we are all a community and we thrive off of the connections that we have with one another, but we are living in a world that does not value those connections as deeply as I think would be healthy. So I invite you to see where you can nourish those connections, and if you need love, I bet the person that you need love from needs love too. And the great thing about giving love is that when you do it right, it's not depleting. There's never a shortage on love. That's always ready for you. It's always available. There's a never-ending supply. It doesn't run out. So it's nourishing to both parties, to all parties, when we can share love, because it's a reciprocal, energizing, wonderful, beautiful process that we all need a little bit more of. So, I don't know, hug your neighbor or something. I am the disreputable Reverend Hannah Winters. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for joining me in the bower. Until next time.